It's the waiting game. That is today's word. We started the year off with a bang. Strong days with only the wind in our sails. But if you take a closer look at the volumes and market action, we're starting to slip into the doldrums. That's where we're not necessarily seeing the bears come out of hibernation. The tone is still strong, but there's just not enough investors putting their money where their mouths are. There's not enough to really make those bulls run, and the market wants a catalyst, something to drive conviction and confidence. And until then, we are waiting. And volumes, well, they are quietly declining. So, Scarlet Fu, the waiting game. That is today's word on the street.
And of course, certainly what Bat said about lots of money being lost over the past 4 years with trades not matching up, that does not help sentiment at all. People are so worried about the next flash crash. That kind of thing just discourages participation even more.
When there is fear about the actual system, more and more investors simply say, I'm going to keep my money in cash. It's not like putting it in treasuries is so safe anymore. If you look at the government situation that we're in, we're seeing more people exit the market, and that's not good for anyone in the business.
You know, it's really a head scratcher with all these different strategists saying that this year stocks will continue to do well, and you've got the fear, the overall sense of doom when it comes to equities, especially with zero interest rates and treasuries, not losing money, but certainly not giving people the kind of returns that they really need either.
Well, let's take a look at where the market is right now, Scar.
Okay, we've got U.S. equities indexes. I was going to say futures, but we're not in the morning anymore. You have the S&P and Dow basically teetering around. They've been up, they've been down, currently a little bit higher right now. The NASDAQ in the red. Financials are your best performers. Remember, Wells Fargo reporting earnings tomorrow, kicking off the earnings season for the banks. Materials companies are leading the declines. When you look at what's going on in Europe, interesting there, because all to the downside, the FTSE basically unchanged. The ECB, of course, decided to keep interest rates unchanged at a record low. When you look at currency markets, however, the euro rising the most in 4 months against the dollar. Mario Draghi making some of those comments in his press conference following the ECB announcement saying the economy should gradually recover. And that decision to not cut interest rates, Steph, was unanimous.